Is Glenn Beck working for Reuters now? That question occurred to us while reading the news service's October 13th story, Who's Behind the Wall Street Protests? Reporters Mark Egan and Michelle Nichols suggest the protests have benefited from the largesse of one of the world's richest men, writing, quote, "One name that keeps coming up is investor George Soros, who in September debuted in the top 10 list of wealthiest Americans. Conservative critics contend the movement is a Trojan horse for a secret Soros agenda," close quote. Then there's the smoking gun, quote, "Soros and the protesters deny any connection, but Reuters did find indirect financial links between Soros and Adbusters, an anti-capitalist group in Canada which started the protests," close quote. Reuters eventually gets to the heart of the critique, and sure enough, it involves the Tide Center, another Glenn Beck obsession. To make a non-story short, according to Reuters, Soros' Open Society Foundation contributed $3.5 million between 2007 and 2009 to the Tide Center, a San Francisco foundation that distributes contributions to liberal nonprofit groups. And, this is the payoff, quote, "Disclosure documents also show Tides, which declined comment, gave Adbusters grants of $185,000 from 2001 to 2010, including nearly $26,000 between 2007 and 2009, close quote. So Tides has received money from Soros and also given a small amount to Adbusters over several years. And Adbusters, which has no presence in the Occupy Wall Street movement, did call for Wall Street protests in an article over the summer. Therefore, George Soros is behind the Wall Street protests. The piece was so flimsy it was attacked by other journalists, including Reuters' own Felix Salmon, who called it ridiculous. Following criticisms, the wire service changed the headline to read, "Soros, not a funder of Wall Street protests," but no real retraction or correction has been forthcoming.